Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot, and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, November 17th. The weekend is here. You'll be interested to know today is National Hiking Day. This may be one of the most important holidays out there. There's more than 60,000 miles of trails across the nation. Not to mention, hiking is great exercise, allowing you to burn over 550 calories per hour. Being in the outdoors allows you to get away from your phone and appreciate nature's beauty and wonder. So hey, go take a hike. Look out, everyone. There are only 6 more days until Thanksgiving. I am officially getting excited. Now let's check out the weather and the tides in our area. It looks like we're in for a day of light clouds and possible rain. We have a chance of showers after 11 a.m., then partly sunny, with a high near 71. Southeast wind will be 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming southwest in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Tonight, we'll have showers likely, mainly after 11 p.m., and mostly cloudy with a low around 60 and southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. We are still keeping an eye on the Santa Ana conditions coming early next week, which will warm temperatures and keep us dry. By Thanksgiving Day, our onshore flow returns, and we cool down. Travel weather next week across the southwest looks dry as of now. It is currently 57 degrees with 95% humidity and partly cloudy. Also tonight, the sun will set at 4:46 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:21 a.m. The first high tide today will be around 10:30 a.m., then low tide at 6:30 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 64 degrees. Now here is a snapshot of the surf forecast from surfline.com. South-southwest and south swell holds through Friday, with waist to chest-high waves. The weekend sees a size decrease, mostly waist-high. There's a reinforcing west-southwest to west swell coming on Saturday, with steady size. Wind conditions will vary 3 to 5 knots. In the national weather, a coastal storm will impact the northeast, and a Pacific storm will impact in the west. A cold front crossing the eastern U.S. Friday will merge with a coastal storm Saturday and bring heavy rain, gusty winds, and perhaps some snow to the northeast U.S. And a Pacific storm will bring areas of rain and mountain snow to California and the Pacific Northwest Friday into Sunday. Now some interesting AI-related weather news. A study published in Science magazine reveals that Google's DeepMind AI meteorology model, called GraphCast, has surpassed conventional weather forecasting methods in predicting global weather conditions up to 10 days ahead. GraphCast outperformed the European model for medium-range weather forecast system in 90% of metrics, demonstrating superior speed and accuracy. The AI's efficiency, estimating to be about 1,000 times cheaper in energy consumption compared to traditional methods, marks a significant advancement in meteorological AI. Let's switch over to transportation now and check out the planes, trains, and automobiles for a moment. Maintenance crews will close the northbound and southbound I-15 express lanes between the Duenda Road overcrossing and the West Bernardo Drive, Pomeretto Road off-ramp tonight. The closure will finally end for good at 3 a.m. Also, the Free Dump Day event will be taking place this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. San Diegans can bring non-hazardous, unwanted items to the Chula Vista Maintenance Yard at 570 C Street in Chula Vista to dump these items free of charge. Now moving on to sports. Last night on Thursday Night Football, the Bengals lost to the Ravens 34-20. The game was never very close. And Joe Burrow left the game with a wrist injury. We hope Joe is going to be okay. But this weekend, there are a few good matchups in the NFL. The Chargers are out of town in Green Bay on Sunday at 10 a.m. A win could get the Chargers back to 500. The Rams are at home against the Seahawks at 1:25 p.m. And the 49ers are at home against the Buccaneers at 1:05 p.m. In college football on Saturday, number 1 ranked Georgia will play away against number 18 ranked Tennessee. USC, who fell out of the top 25, will play at home against unranked UCLA. And the San Diego State Aztecs will play away at San Jose State. Don't forget about the F1 races going on in Las Vegas this weekend. All of the races begin late at night, so keep an eye out. And in the NBA last night, the Lakers and Clippers were off. But tonight, the Lakers are on the road against the Trailblazers. And the Clippers are at home against the Rockets. In Thursday night hockey, the Kings at home against the Panthers won 2-1. And tonight, the Ducks are at home against the Panthers. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini during lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5, so stop on by and grab a coffee and pastry to go. And don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. Now back to the show. In our technology section, next, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and envision the waters of Stockholm, where innovation meets the gentle lap of waves. Candela, a Swedish boat manufacturer, introduces the P12, a hydrofoiling ferry, soaring above the water's surface. Picture the near-silent hum of an electric engine, a sustainable dance with the waves. Feel the stability inspired by aircraft technology, adjusting to every ripple and shift. Now imagine being on board, not just on a boat, but on a journey toward a cleaner, quieter future. The P12, designed for around 30 passengers, is set to transform ferry systems, making them not just vessels, but sustainable experiences. On this voyage I just described, every glide signifies a step towards cleaner oceans and lakes. The fuel and energy savings are impressive, about 50% per passenger kilometer. It's not just a boat, it's an investment in a quieter, cleaner future on the water. This is the sound of Candela's P12 hydrofoiling ferry, where innovation meets sustainability in the heart of Stockholm's waters. Now, wasn't that fun? Moving on to the stock market, which can sometimes be fun as well. This article from MarketWatch highlights news about the Magnificent Seven. In 2023, U.S. stocks, including Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Tesla, Amazon, Meta, and NVIDIA, staged a remarkable comeback, surging 71% after a 39% fall in 2022. Despite propelling the S&P 500 up by over 17%, Goldman Sachs analysis suggests no historical correlation between past and future outperformance for these stocks. With their share of the market at 29%, the question looms, will this rally continue in 2024? The Magnificent Seven's fate hinges on surpassing sales and earnings forecasts. Well, considering it's Friday, let's have a positive outlook on this news and hope for the best. Making a pivot here to some San Diego-specific news. I am very happy to announce that, Chinese President Xi Jinping hinted at the possible return of pandas to California during a dinner in San Francisco, attended by U.S. business leaders. The move follows the return of 3 giant pandas from the National Zoo in Washington to China, raising concerns about the absence of pandas in the U.S. Pandas have been a symbol of U.S.-China friendship since 1972. Xi's gesture comes after a summit with President Joe Biden, aiming to ease tensions between the two nations. We love the pandas, and we are so excited to see them again. In North County this weekend, we may have found something fun for you to do. The Encinitas Holiday Street Fair is Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The fair includes children's rides, 2 stages of live entertainment, and food and drink. Enjoy the music of popular local bands in the Lumberyard Courtyard, with dance music and other entertainment on the community stage next to Ace Hardware. Take your young ones to the Kids Zone for a variety of fun activities, and walk your furry friends into the Dog Zone for some treats and special attention. This sounds super fun. I hope to see you there. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the thought of the day. Weekends are like that friend you never want to leave. It's hard to say goodbye. So say hello to this weekend and don't let go. That's a wrap for this morning. Get out there and enjoy your weekend to the fullest, my good friends. We'll be back next week with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.